Hey, what's up you guys, how's it going? It's me, Mario. I hope you're having a pretty good day. I woke up a few hours ago and I noticed that it was later than usual compared to the time that I wake up for school. So I said, fuck it, I'm not going to class today. To be fair, it's like one of the easiest classes ever, and I'm actually doing really great in it. Now, if it had been any other class, I would be literally fucking sweating bullets. Anyway, so I woke up, I showered, I got some cancer and coffee, and by cancer I mean McDonald's. I would have gotten some Chick-fil-A, but it's farther away and I was, just feeling kind of lazy. But anyways, enough of the morning routine. I'm gonna give a little background before we get into the subject of how I ended up shaving my fucking legs. So ever since growing up, I've always been kind of a bit of a hairy kid. Even growing up, my parents would point it out constantly. Now I know this is gonna sound really fucking weird, and probably a little racist maybe, I don't know. Anyways, my parents growing up, they always told me how little white babies are born, if not almost completely bald. While me, I was born with a huge bloody fucking afro. And you gotta understand, when I first heard this, the first image that honestly popped to mind was one of these.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!
Little side note, I always thought these troll dolls or whatever the fuck they're called were creepy as fuck. Like honestly, I think some asshole sat down one day and made it his life goal to find out how he could create the perfect toy that is cute enough to pass off as a kid's toy, but at the same time look like a huge pruny thumb that has slightly smaller thumbs as body parts. I think McDonald's even gave these out as Happy Meal toys at one point. Do they even still have Happy Meal toys? Fuck, I feel old. Hashtag drop a like if you're a 90s kid, and if you're not, do it anyway. Anyway, so this story mainly takes place back when I was in middle school, so it was quite a while ago, and I was actually in the 8th grade. A little side note, I live in Georgia, so during the summer / spring / fall, I would wear shorts a lot because it is hot as fuck down here. And I'm not talking about this part of Georgia, I'm talking about this part of Georgia. And not only is it hot, but it's humid as fuck, and after it rains, it honestly feels like simply walking somewhere. It's like going for a swim. Anyways, so my day had started out pretty decent on this day. I arrived to my science class, and also my science teacher was a fucking giant. Like, you think I'm kidding, or maybe that I saw him as a giant because I'm a short little Mexican, but he was literally a fucking giant. Like, this motherfucker shouldn't have been teaching science, he should have been out there on the court, dunking and breaking ankles and winning gold medals at the fucking Olympics. And I think he also had this, medical condition, I guess it was being bipolar or something. He would get mad so fucking easily that he would sometimes scare students. But anyways, that's a subject for another commentary, I guess. So, before I went to go stare at a fucking PowerPoint that's projected onto the wall, I happened to talk to one of my classmates. So me and her were having a pretty simple conversation, the usual. Hey, how's life? Feel like killing yourself yet? No? Well, maybe tomorrow? This chick no lie carved a fucking little heart into the top of her hand with a fucking lead pencil. You know how some lead pencils have that little metal tube that sticks out and then the lead has to actually go through that part? Well, she would use that little metal tube at the end of the lead pencil to recarve the heart every few days. I think you're kind of using that wrong. I don't know if you're aware that's a fucking pencil. Anyways, so after we were done talking, class was starting, I started taking my notes and shit, and minutes later, she happened to look down at my legs. Now, I think she was trying to get a look at something else, if you know what I'm saying. Get it? Cause she wanted to look at my dick? But before she could catch a glimpse of what she really wanted to see, she just was hypnotized by my fucking legs for some reason. And she just flat out told me, hey, you have really hairy legs. At first I'm like, yeah, they're my legs. I've been using them for a while now, We've been seeing each other for a few months now because of a thing called school. But it didn't stop there. She just started giggling and whatnot and saying I had gorilla legs and that I needed to shave them because they were nasty. And I'm like, what? How can this be? How are you not attracted to my fucking manly legs? And she was coming off as a real bitch, And I considered her a friend, and sometimes, your friends tell you things how they really are. Like, hey, your fucking haircut sucks, man. You're not gonna get laid like that. But she was just going over the fucking top. It's not like I was pointing out, hey, you look like shit with or without makeup. This girl literally looked dead without makeup, but then again, her middle school makeup skills were kind of shit, and they did not get any better in high school. So I've always tried to come off as a chill dude that doesn't get affected by much. Throughout most of my middle school and high school years, I was told that I literally had no fucking emotions. I laughed and I interacted with people that were my friends, but if you just decided to randomly look at me when I'm doing absolutely nothing, this is probably the face you'd see. Obviously not as attractive, but you get the idea. Anyways, I started looking around and I noticed that the rest of the guys in my class didn't have hairy legs like mine. So I mean shit, my whole world was just turned upside down that day. So that day when I get home, I decided I was no longer going to be an outcast. I was going to do it. I was going to fit in. I was going to shave my legs. Now at this point in my life, I had never shaved anything. I mean, I had a small mustache and whatnot, but it wasn't long enough to actually shave, which blew my mind because there was this one kid in my class that had a fully grown out beard. I mean, it was a little patchy and it wasn't that great looking, but it was a full fucking beard. So like I said, I didn't know much about shaving at this point, and I did not like razors whatsoever. So I pussied out and I decided to go use my grandpa's nose hair trimmer. Also, am I the only one that thinks this looks like a really fancy vape pen? Anyways, so there I am. I turn on the nose hair trimmer and its fucking batteries are dead. So I go get some newly charged batteries and it finally comes down to the moment of truth. I turn it back on and I place it down on the back of my right leg. And I just begin to cover this small little area. And then I pussy out and I quickly just pull it away and I say, fuck this shit. Luckily, it was on the lower back of my leg, so the chances of anyone ever noticing were pretty small, or so I thought. So one night, my dad came into my room with the icy hot stuff that, by the way, just fucking burns like crazy. Regardless, I needed it for my back because one morning I woke up in the weirdest fucking sleeping position. So all throughout the day, I just had this really sore, annoying feeling in my back. So there I am, I flip around for him to apply the icy hot stuff, and he notices the back of my leg. And he says, Mario, did you shave your leg? And I reply back with a confused, what? No. Look, it's right here in the back of your leg. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, mate. Have you been smoking that good kush? I think you're starting to see shit. And it's moments like this where I'm just hoping my dad doesn't think I'm gay. Like, I got nothing against gay people, but it's just so fucking awkward. And I mean, I even made a video back in the day on a different situation which actually led my dad to think I was gay. But anyways, that's pretty much it, guys. Don't let anyone ever shame you and your manly legs. Make sure you groom them beauties because you're worth it. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed the video and let me know down below what you guys think. Or let me know if you've also got hairy legs. Make sure to tweet at me, #TeamHairyLegs. Anyways, that's it for today. I just want to let you guys know that I've been trying to upload more, but as usual, something always comes up. I've been going every Thursday or Friday back to my hometown for the weekend to help my parents out with some stuff. So that's why I haven't been able to stream. So I'm sorry to those few of you that actually watch the stream. And I don't know how long I'm actually going to be doing this. But I just wanted to thank you guys for continuously watching my videos, you know, and all that other cheesy shit. But anyways, thanks for watching. And yeah, take it easy.
Okay, I wake up with the taste of pussy still in my mouth. Bitch in my bed, homegirl still asleep on the couch. My head is banging like Metallica. Swallow a bottle of Advil up, then head back to the bedroom where she sucked me dry like Dracula.